Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be doing Mono White Tempered Steel. So, Saffron Olive, again, one of the other YouTubers that I respect and watch quite a bit of, released an interesting deck with the addition to Tempered Steel into the historic anthologies. I did modify the deck a little bit, but I really liked it and wanted to give it a test run. So I made a few changes to fit more my play style, so this is going to be a modified version of something similar. So, the basic premise, of course, is Tempered Steel gives +2/+2 to all artifact creatures. You add in things like Steel Overseer and all that glitters, and you just get the deck completely out of control. It's completely made for fun. So, in any case, here is the deck. Alright, Ornithopter, which was brought back in with the anthologies. Love this card. I genuinely remember this card feeling this card was overpowered way back in... well, I started playing it unlimited, and I thought it was crazy back then. The fact that it was 0 casting cost as a 0/2 flyer, like, so once we got into the days whenever Power 9 were rotated out and banned out, and you could only use one, I still felt that this was always a powerful card for a 0 casting cost flyer. It was a fantastic blocker. You can chump block all day long, especially against flyers. It's a 0 casting cost. Gingerbrute's amazing, and unless your opponent has creatures with haste, it can become a real pain in the neck, especially when all the glitters is on it. I've also added in Sparring Construct. 1/1 artifact creature for 1, and whenever it dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control. This is probably going to be the Steel Overseer. All the glitters we've talked about, but just to make sure you're aware, it is an aura. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. That's all this deck is made out of, so it gets really big really fast. And then the big boy himself, Steel Overseer, came in M20. They reprinted him. For 2 mana, he's a 1/1, and you tap him to put a +1/+1 counter on each artifact creature you control. You combine that with Voltaic Servant, and at the beginning of your end step, untap target creature. Let's say you have more than one of these. You can keep having Steel Overseer do this over and over and over and over again. So you got to be a little concerned that, hey, someone might try to kill Steel Overseer. We need to be able to make sure we can play target creatures. We're going to go ahead with Make a Stand. Target creatures you control get +1/+0. That's okay. The reason why you're doing it is they gain indestructible until end of turn. Tempered Steel, as we talked about. Artifact creatures you control get +2/+2. I go with Gargoyle Sentinel for this one. I recognize it's a 3 casting card. He is a little bit bigger. He starts off bigger, in my opinion, as a 3/3, and for 3 mana it can lose Defender and gain Flying. I like this one better than some of the other choices for flying creatures. He is great with all the glitters, by the way, because he's a gigantic wall. But, of course, if you want to go for the trample, you want to go for Stonecoil Serpent as well, with 20 planes. That's it. That's basically the deck. Again, this is more of a... I don't want to say it's tribal, because it's like artifact tribal, like artifact creature tribal, I guess. Again, more gimmicky, more kitchen table kind of fun. Definitely not super competitive in any way, shape, or form. So, if you do like the deck, let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe while you're there. That'd be super helpful for the channel. If you've built a deck using Tempered Steel, let me know in the comments down below. If I like it, I'd be more than happy to give a shout out to someone who found the deck and found a place for this one. So, anyway, let's go play some games with it. So, as we just noted, this is not a fun deck. So we are going to go ahead and play this in the open play as opposed to Historic Ranked. Historic Ranked is actually getting as competitive as Standard Ranked is. It's genuinely no joke. So you really got to be on your tippy toes whenever you're playing that one. That being said, my Mono Black deck, which for whatever reason with Phyrexian Obliterator that didn't do so well when I recorded it, is cleaning up. Oh man. I did my dailies today. For those of you, a little peek behind the curtain, I do all of my videos all in one time, sit down and clip, do my dailies, and then go off, and that was my color mission for the day was Black Spells. So I went, I don't know, 6 games in a row where I got Phyrexian Obliterator down on turn 4. Yeah, it was... and of course, the entire time I'm saying, like, why? Why couldn't this happen when I'm recording? Why is it always whenever I record, decks that I do not do well? Ooh, heck yes! Oh boy, is this a good start. Steel Overseer into Voltaic Servant? Absolutely. He's going to shock something in. Haha, I've got another one. This looks like it looks like it's gonna be Grawl. Yep. And away we go. So even if he does have a Bone Crusher Giant in hand, I was going to say, to actually stomp. Ooh. Odonto Vanguard, cool card. We'll tap this. Oh. And we shall all that glitters the Gingerbrute. Activate that ability, shall we? And we're going to go in for the win. That's 13 right there. Can't block. None of these have haste. Yep. Yep. Tap, tap, go. Like, just doing the math. Is that 13? Yep, sure is. Ooh, what do we get? Our reward for the day. Arcoflagel. Yeah. It's okay. I think that's probably one of the decks I haven't touched yet, are the Mutate decks. It's not that it's a weird mechanic. I totally get what it's going for. I think there are some shady rulings on how Mutate works, but, you know, it is what it is. I'll go ahead and, you know, take that. I just haven't found a deck that I like in Mutate. Because it's so single-minded. Like, it's a single point of failure deck. Like, I can sit down and build this one creature that's, like, gigantic and has all these abilities, and then one Murderous Rider, and it's gone. And it burns not just one card, but, like, 8 cards that go with it. So, like, it's not even a fun deck. Ooh, oh. Too slow. I'd love to, but way too slow. That's a little bit better. We don't need 2 Gargoyle Sentinels. 2 Sparring Constructs is kind of nice. And a shock. No shock? Yeah, no, I'm not going to waste putting all the glitters on a 1/1 that I know that he's going to shock. Yep. I'm going to save it for a Gargoyle Sentinel. That's going to deal with this Is It Drake's build that I think that we're playing against. Shocking in for... Yep, this is absolutely... Oh. No attacks. Another land and double all that glitters would be beautiful. Yeah, I was going to say, you're doing that why, good sir? Ooh, even better. Shock? Close enough. Alright. He's got enough direct damage in that deck. I need to start, yep, standing up the Gargoyle Sentry here. Sure, I was going to say, you want to bring that on over? Absolutely. My goodness, every direct damage spell he can find. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Just gonna shovel everything else into the graveyard. Don't go around, that Crackling Drake's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. Yep, does he have enough to get the art? Yep, sure does. Yep. Nope. That is gonna do it. We've got nothing to fight back with. Nope. We will call that one good game. We definitely got Art like Phoenix. That's another deck that I should build. Especially with the Sprite Dragon that came in with Ikoria, that definitely fits that hole in that spot. Like, I recognize he was putting the Electromancer in there to lower the casting cost in some of those spells, which is a good deal. It really is. But having a couple of those Spark Dragons in there is actually pretty cool. Or Sprite Dragon, I think is what it was called. Yeah, it's definitely a deck that's on my radar. I think whenever I did the blue-white deck that featured it in Ikoria, everyone was like, we should do it in Historic. Yeah, you're right. I should. Maybe next week. We'll see. We'll see how much time I want to give Standard to settle. Oh my goodness! None of my 1-drops, which is a little disappointing to say the least. And we get control colors. Oh boy, does this worry me. Stitcher Supplier, interesting. Always nice to have a blocker that can fly. Yeah, he's definitely trying to cheat something out here. Might have actually wanted to go with it. No, I need the flyer. In case whatever he's trying to pull out flies and goes over the top, I need to keep the Ornithopter back. There we go. I told you I was trying to cheat something. I think we're good. So he's going to go swinging in with Ulamog, who's also indestructible. That's kind of dumb. So unless I can exile him, we are going to have some severe problems. Yep. There we go. No, let me do it first. It's an instant. Ha! Sure, since I'm indestructible, I'll block here, and I'll block here. I will go ahead and swing with that. Unblock that. Huh, interesting. Sure. Put that here. Put that here. I will block that to keep that from happening anymore. And unfortunately, since he cheated on Ulamog as early as he did, we are kind of in a pickle here. My sneaking suspicion... Oh yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Sure, I'll cast it, but there is no way we're getting through that. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I thought we had him. I thought we had him when we killed it, but no, that's all he's going to do is just keep pushing stuff back into the graveyard and pulling it back out. It's a cool deck. It's fun. It takes a lot. There's a lot of combos that go off for it. Ugh. Oh well. All right, let's get one more game in with this one. Maybe two, depending on how much time we're at. It's a shame we had such a good first game to have that one. Again, that one's a fun deck. I'm okay with that. Being able to cheat out big creatures, that's kind of cool. Have to pay for it like that. It's not like he's doing it for free. It's not free casting. It's, I'm going to pitch all these big creatures into the graveyard, and then I have ways of pulling them back out. That's kind of okay if you're paying mana for it. That I'm okay with. It's the, like, Winota type abilities where I don't have to pay any mana for it, and they don't exile at end of turn. That's kind of, whoa, this would be an awesome hand if only I had 2 mana. Oh, this is so tempting. This is so tempting to keep. I've got to try it. And I'm marking it right now. If this is an awful game and I get screwed with 1 mana, like, I know it. I know I went into it, but, like, with 3 Steel Overseers in hand, you've got to try it, right? Like, you have to try it. Call me wrong. This is probably wrong. This is probably very wrong. I'm probably very incorrect in my line of thinking here. That's cool. Rule of law works for me. I only need 1 spell per turn. Shatter the Skies. Oh, that's a shame. That stinks. I can only cast 1 Ornithopter. Go ahead, counter it. It's dumb. Rule of Law, that's an interesting addition to their control deck, because it affects them too? So, like, they better, like, they're anticipating Teferi. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, control deck. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get through it. Now, especially like Teferi plus that, that's just a dirty combo. And not fun. Not really fun to play against. So we'll just skip past that game. Alright, so we want to end on a fun one. And again, I don't have to win games that are fun. I don't necessarily consider winning games, but like that's... Ugh, what a horrible, horrible combination. Like, that is definitely, you get to play Magic and I don't, and that's not why I play Magic. I don't have problems with control decks. I genuinely don't, nor do I have problems with people that play them. But sometimes control can be so oppressive. Like, I want to play a game. I'm here to have fun. And if the whole game is you get to play Magic and I get to sit here, that's not fun for anybody. I don't know how anyone else enjoys playing a game like that. To be perfectly honest with you. Again, personal opinion, could be wrong. Call me out on it if you like. I can take it. I'm a big boy. Treasure hunt. Ah, there we go. He's running Loris and Treasure Hunt. Beautiful. Let's see if we can outrun this. Because I'm going to guess that we can't. More treasure hunting. Sure. Okay, so this could work out. This could work out. He's shocking in more treasure hunt. More treasure hunt. Zenith Flare, you say? Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh, if I could only get another Ornithopter. Another Ornithopter. Because, I mean, obviously all of the cycling cards are in the graveyard now. He's got enough to Zenith Flare us out. So what we need is an Ornithopter or a Gingerbrute. Would be... we need... No, we can't do it with Gingerbrute. We need an Ornithopter. Yeah, I don't even know if that's going to do it. It's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not going to be enough. That's enough. That's enough. Holy crap. Holy crap. He's literally on the very next turn right at. Like, all he needs to do is draw and we lose. Yep. No. And apropos of the deck we are doing for Tempered Steel, and Tempered Steel won us the game. So anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below how you would use a Tempered Steel deck. I'd love to know. This is one of those decks, the Affinity decks kind of thing, that's artifact builds that really do interest me, especially with Steel Overseal now in play. Let me know in the comments down below how you would use this deck or how you would build a deck similar to. Anyway, like, subscribe while you're there. And in the meantime, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.